Top 5 observations from yesterday's practice. As always, shout out to Dan for posting this. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off right away, Cam Taylor-Britt picked off Joe Burrow. We can be moved anywhere, said Taylor-Britt. You just don't know what we're in. The disguises are amazing, and we get Joe sometimes. Obviously speaking very highly of our boy Al Golden. But this is an interception. I know T. Higgins was very quick to say no interception. He didn't, go down in bounds. But you can see right here on this play, we have an elbow down. We have a whole entire side down of Taylor-Britt. So that would be called a clean interception right there. So let's go ahead and do this. And that is a whole body down. So let's watch the play, though. I want to watch it on my shorts tab because it's a little bit better of a video, just angle-wise. But it's a simple play. It's an out route. Britt does go ahead and jump it. Again, like I said, you can't see it, but in the background, T. Higgins is saying incomplete, like he didn't get his feet down or didn't get a body part down in bounds. But clearly, from the second angle, he definitely 100% did. And it was just a good play. It really was. The play after this was a 70-yard touchdown to Jamar Chase from Joe Burrow. And, yeah, they were cooking. Cam Taylor-Britt did say afterwards that the interception, sometimes, you just got to bring out the shiesty, right? And that intercepting Joe Burrow, brings out the shiesty mode. So, he did mention that afterwards, which... I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that 70-yard touchdown was personal. The very next snap, 70-yard touchdown. I knew he was pissed when he threw that pick, said T. I didn't know that was coming. I just looked up and the ball was in the air and Jamar was catching it. Yeah, again, as Britt said, it brings out the shiesty in you. And in the end, DJ Turner is the one who got destroyed. DJ Turner got cooked for that, man. That was unnecessary collateral damage for DJ Turner. You don't want to be the guy covering the star receiver after, Joe Burrow gets picked, or else he's going to cook. Higgins, by the way, expects big things from Yoshi after having 36 catches, 479 yards, and 6 touchdowns in his second year. Y'all see him. He got bigger, he got stronger, and he got faster. He's twitchier and knows everything right now. It's great to see. Yeah, again, like I said before, I said this in the video yesterday, but Yoshi and Jermaine Burton, if those two guys have themselves a true breakout season, I feel like Yoshi already had one, but if they have a true breakout season, the cooking is going to be real. That's for absolute stud receivers. I already feel like Yoshi is easily a wide receiver too. The day on defense begins with a rotation of 4 drills. The video shows 2 where they punch, strip, and rip the ball away. That's technically before practice, said Logan Wilson. Guys are choosing to come out and get those reps that translates to turnovers in games. Yeah. Any extra series you can get for Joe Burrow in a game is either a guaranteed field goal or guaranteed touchdown. So, always great. Dax Hill is running and cutting on a rehab field. Once he's cleared to play, it will be fun to see where he lines up. I'm going to put him in position to cover and blitz, said Coach Chuck Burks. Corner, nickel, whatever. He has an elite skill set, and we plan to use it. I think that's why they're utilizing Fig Newton in the slot. So going into this offseason, it was thought that Dax Hill would be the slot slot corner. And that was pretty much like the guarantee. We already heard 100% that's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Well, now they changed that to make it Fig Newton as a slot corner, not Dax. And I think a lot of the reason why is because you can utilize Dax in so much more positions than you can just with, like, Fig Newton. You want him to get perfect at the slot corner, right? You want him to master that. You want him to, play the top of his game at that position. Where Dax, you can kind of, grow and develop him anywhere. So again, it's just a little bit more. I feel like Dax has a little bit more skill set right now than Fig, because Fig obviously younger. But still, nice to see that. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. It was a crazy day yesterday. Insane things happened. I will bring this up because it is something to talk about. Yesterday, we did see Shamar Stewart at practice. He was stretching, not really. During warm-up stretching, he just stood there while everyone else was stretching. He was not stretching. He was just standing there. Obviously, he is not going to practice until his contract gets done with. But he's not going to miss practice. He just stands there, which is an interesting feat. But again, until that contract gets worked out, he's not going to contribute or do anything. He just stands there and does nothing, which is interesting. Now, keep in mind, Demetrius Knight, who still hasn't signed his contract either, is practicing every single play and is giving it his all. So, I do want to give a huge shout out to Demetrius Knight for being there and working out and, doing everything he's supposed to do. Again, I hope Shamar Stewart situation gets figured out. We also have a Peyton Manning in Cincinnati rocking the Bengals throwback unis. Bruh, that is insane. That is some insane work right there. And obviously yesterday, Dax Hill, Zach Moss, Samaje Perine, Nate Brooks, Jermaine Pratt, Eric All, Trey Hendrickson, and BJ Hill were not at practice. Eric All is out for the season, so that makes sense. Jermaine Pratt, obviously the situation with, he wants to be traded, that situation, and then Trey wants a new contract. So, Samaje Perine was actually there. He just wasn't working out. So, that's also another factor there. But tell me down below your thoughts, opinions, guys. See you guys in the next one.